There is a story many of us have heard. A single colossal wall, built by one emperor's command, so vast it can be seen from the moon. It's a powerful image, a testament to human will, etched across the planet. But like many great stories, the simple version is not the whole truth. The Great Wall of China is not one wall. It is many. It was not built in a single lifetime. It was the work of countless generations, stretching across millennia. The monument we imagine is a composite, a memory stitched together from the work of dynasties long since turned to dust. The real story is far more complex, and in its complexity, far more astounding. The idea of one continuous barrier is a myth born of modern imagination. What exists instead is a sprawling system of walls, watchtowers, fortresses, and natural defenses. The sections we see in photographs are largely the work of the Ming dynasty, 14th to 17th centuries. Why build such a thing? The answer, at its core, is defense. For centuries, China's fertile plains tempted the nomadic horsemen of the northern steppes, Xiongnu, Mongols, Manchus. They lived on horseback. Their raids were swift and devastating. A static, farming empire was vulnerable to lightning-fast incursions. Rulers needed ways to slow them down, to funnel raiders into controllable points, to signal their approach long before they reached the heartlands. The wall was the answer, not just a physical barrier, a sophisticated instrument of state control, an elevated highway for troops and supplies, moving quickly across brutal terrain. Gates, Shanhai Pass, Jiayu Pass, customs and immigration checkpoints regulating Silk Road trade, taxing goods, monitoring merchants, missionaries, and potential spies. In peace, a border marker. In war, the first line of defense. The goal wasn't an impenetrable shield. It was to negate cavalry speed, dismount, find a gate, or attempt a breach. That delay was critical. It gave Chinese armies time to mobilize. Watchtowers in line of sight relayed smoke by day, fire by night, transmitting messages across hundreds of kilometers in hours. An ancient information superhighway. The Great Wall is not a straight line drawn by a ruler on a map. It is a living structure that bends and adapts to the land. Its path was dictated by geography, engineering married to natural defenses. Builders were opportunists, using terrain at every turn. Where the wall climbs a mountain, the slope itself becomes part of the defense, a capstone on a vast obstacle. Any assault becomes a grueling, uphill battle. At the sea, Laolongtu meets the Bohai Gulf. In Beijing's mountains, stone and brick prevail. On the Loess Plateau, stone was scarce. Builders used rammed earth, soil compacted between frames into dense lifts. Further west in the Gobi, little earth, abundant sand and gravel. They layered reeds, tamarisk branches, sand, pebbles, a mesh-like construction binding loose material into a resilient barrier. Materials were always local. The wall's appearance shifts with geology, rivers, cliffs, chasms. Sometimes the wall stops at an impassable gorge, letting nature do the work. The first bend of the Yellow River served as a wide moat. Builders treated landscape as a resource, linking sections with natural barriers into one cohesive line. Construction was not a single project, but waves of effort over more than 2 millennia. Earliest fortifications predate a unified China. From the 7th century BCE, rival states built border walls of packed earth and wood. In 221 BCE, Qin Shi Huang connected, repaired, and extended disparate walls against the Xiongnu. Little of the Qin wall survives intact. Han and Northern Qi added, repaired, and often chose new alignments. After expelling the Mongols, the Ming launched the most advanced phase, 1368 to 1644. Iconic stone and brick lines took shape over 2 centuries. Kiln tech enabled mass production of strong, uniform bricks and tiles. Bricks traveled easier than massive stones and assembled faster. They bound bricks with slaked lime and sticky rice mortar. remarkably durable and water-resistant. Roads and paths paralleled the build to feed the sites. Transport by human labor, wheelbarrows, mules, oxen, even goats on steep inclines. On-site kilns minimized haul. Many bricks bear stamps naming kilns and officials, accountability baked in. Quality control ensured components would last. Method met terrain, a pragmatic, evolving craft. Engineering refined sightlines, drainage, and kill zones. What we walk today is the pinnacle of an ancient R&D program stretched across dynasties. The Great Wall was built by human hands, on a scale almost impossible to comprehend. The workforce was drawn from every corner of society. Legions of soldiers defended and built, organized, disciplined, already at the frontier. Peasants were conscripted, often torn from fields for months or years. Convicts and political prisoners labored as punishment. Conditions were brutal. Accidents, exhaustion, disease, malnutrition. Myths claim bodies in the wall, but large-scale evidence is lacking. Still, the saying endures: the longest cemetery on earth. Workers lived in temporary camps with scarce food and water, especially in mountains and deserts. They faced heat and bitter winds alike. Loads moved by woven baskets and sheer strength. Tools, potsherds, and camp traces revealed daily existence. Not all were slaves. Many were paid laborers and soldiers on duty. Ming organization recruited masons, bricklayers, and engineers, respected craftsmen. Their expertise lives in the precision of stonework and tower design. The wall is a monument to imperial power, and to the endurance, skill, and sacrifice of millions. Every brick has fingerprints. Every great monument breeds myths. The wall is no exception. We've addressed the moon visibility myth. Look closer. Many Ming bricks are signed. Stamps recorded production sites and officials, a clear chain of accountability. The wall was more than a wall, an integrated military system. Towers were mini garrisons with quarters, stores, weapons, even stables. Some sectors formed double barriers with a sheltered road between. Soldiers could redeploy quickly, shielded from arrows. Trade hubs at gates let the right people in under control. Nomads traded horses, furs, ginseng for silk, tea, and grain. Commerce as policy. Opening or closing gates rewarded friends and punished foes. Was it perfect? No. It was breached or bypassed. Genghis Khan's forces went around it. In 1644, Manchus entered when a Ming general opened Shanhai Pass. The wall made invasion costly and slow, shaping Chinese history for centuries. Today, the Great Wall stands as a powerful global symbol. History, culture, perseverance. A tangible link to a distant past and to emperors' ambitions and anxieties. Visiting is more than tourism. It's an encounter with history at scale. Stand on a watchtower and look over the same land a Ming soldier guarded. Feel the weight of time and the labor behind every joint. A testament to collective effort and a reminder of human cost. A border between farmers and steppe. Protection and isolation. Strength born of fear. Weathered bricks tell of prowess and vulnerability. Not a relic, but part of the landscape, battling wind, rain, and sand. In remote sectors, it is slowly returning to Earth. Conservation and study continue. The task is vast. Built piece by piece, each brick had a purpose, each tower a function, each section adapted to its land. That's the real story. A defense, a trade route, a communication network, a cemetery, more than stone and earth, a people's story with their land. That is its true power, and the truth that will last.